Almost forgot the mic. What's up, everybody? Welcome for another episode of Trips and Shop Talk, episode number 24. It is September 30th, 2024, day before October. Have about, I don't know, something about 40 more days to the election. A lot going on, too much going on where I can just fit in whatever I'm going to fit in this next 28 minutes or 29 minutes. So where do I start? Where do I start? I guess I wanted to start on the good stuff, which I wanted to start off and maybe do the backwards of what a normal weekly update would do, which would be the most common things that you want to talk about versus sports. So I'm just gonna rush in right into the sports because obviously I've been kind of putting it off, and that's something I really should have been doing. Um, but first things first. Um, Actually, we'll go ahead and get into first one. So this week is definitely going to start off with a bang for it being the first week in October. Uh, so expect Fury Fighting Championship here in Houston, Texas. Shout out to Fury for definitely showing good shows. Never disappointed with their shows ever. Like I said, their shows are definitely always on point. I've never go to a show and feel like I've wasted my time or anything because their shows have definitely been always on point. Um, so yeah, I just wanted to come and show their fight card for that night. So we have this Sunday, which is the main event, and the main event is obviously Torres. Can't say his last name, but so we'll just say his first name, Vilsan. Um, Definitely, I believe he's coming from. Not sure where he's coming from. So yeah, we have a pretty good fight card. Moran, Calero, Peter. Um, I know some of these guys are mostly from Houston, but I'm just showing some love to the Fury Fighting Championship. I just wanted to throw it in there and, definitely point out that this Sunday they will be hosting it at Escapade 2001 off of North Freeway. So definitely check it out if you can. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to make it this week, but I will try. No, well, so the ones I wanted to point out was Donovan Manuel and Jeremy Alba. That'll be the one I'm looking forward to. So I will be watching it. I won't be able to make it, so sorry, Donovan, man. I would be there to show you some love, bro. Represent you, man. But good luck, and yeah, go get it, bro. Then we have there was another fighter coming from Paradigm that I know that's also fighting on this card. So I did think that was pretty cool. I'm trying to. I'm gonna have to actually look it up because I thought his name was going to be there. But that being said, definitely looking forward to that this weekend. That's going to be on October 7th. No, October 6th. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm representing Fury the wrong way. Okay, no, it's October 6th at Escapade 2001. Um, look it up at their Fury. You can look it up right up on, just Google it, Fury Fighting Championship, Houston, Texas, and it'll shoot you directly to the link to try to get some tickets. Believe me, like I said, never a disappointed show. Um, always definitely very exciting. Once you show up, man, you actually feel the excitement of seeing these fighters, pretty much put all their everything they have into these fights. So very proud of these fighters because this past weekend I actually did go to a Paradigm smoker and definitely was non disappointed. I was not disappointed at all. I was very excited to be there. Show some love to the Paradigm fighters, on both sides. There's also some other people that I knew from other gyms, but yeah, definitely it was definitely a good turnout. It was exciting. Definitely, I'm excited for Paradigm to actually, for in the future to have some more events, if not, because I know Hyena, I believe, was actually having a smoker that night as well, which I believe is in Katy. So that's on the other west side of town of Houston. So definitely shout out to all the fighters that did show up for the smoker. There was another fighter that I know. He's also very well known. He's also a comedian, but definitely showed up. Missed his fight. He claims that he, got his butt whooped, but I tell him, I give, it doesn't. That's not how I see it. The way I see it is pretty much if you get in that ring and you're willing to challenge somebody else or go against another opponent within your weight class and definitely give it all you got. That day, man, that's good enough for me, man. So he made it out. He made it out good, far as I know. I talked to him afterwards. Some other fighters there, like I said, definitely put their heart into it. And like I said, I've never done a smoker. I've done some hard sparring, but never a smoker. But I can only imagine because I know that's on the next level. And the next level after that is, if you keep it up, you could be at Fury, and then after that, you never know. Sky's the limit. So yeah, everybody. So I was excited about all that. Definitely want to go right into. Uh, so now I'm going next into UFC. Um, so um, so yeah, the next one is going to be UFC, which is this Saturday, and that I am definitely looking forward to. Everybody, um, doesn't get no better than this main event. We have Roundtree and Pereira. Man, 6'4", 6'1", 205. Definitely some big heavy hitters. Very excited about this fight. Looking forward to this one. I'm definitely going to be watching. I need to be doing other things, but definitely looking forward to this fight. Uh, as in going into this one, um, I believe Roundtree was brought up on banned substance recently, but of course, I think that kind of I'm not sure exactly what happened, but I know there was but didn't get him suspended from the fight because obviously I believe the substance was, uh, you know, I guess the following test, if it pops up nothing, then obviously you continue. So definitely looking forward to this. He's going on his record 11-2-0. Then we have Roundtree 4-5-0. So um, I don't know. I mean, because I've seen Roundtree. Roundtree, he definitely has potential. I hate to say it, he definitely would have more of a chance than I can say. I'm not going to put any names on the other fighters, but specifically on power. So I mean, I think Alex. I don't know. Maybe this might be, you know, not against, not how can I say, not in his favor. So I do know this opponent Roundtree is definitely going to give a. It should be a good fight. So I'm pretty much hoping for a good fight. So I'm hoping that this fight does come through, and overall that this fight definitely goes long. And I'm hoping for a not a decision, but a drawn out fight. But with these big 200 pounders, I mean, I don't know. And then, I mean, all I can say is that, Alex does have some height on him. But, I mean, usually that doesn't, Alex is a big guy. He is a bigger guy than Roundtree on this end. Um, but like I said, man, Roundtree, I've seen a few of his fights, and definitely, I know he can definitely hold his own. Then we have the next round, which is Pennington Pena. Pena, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens there. If she can actually, try to get the belt back. So looking forward definitely to that one. And then we have a Jose Aldo, and then I'm kind of giving props to Aldo because I believe he goes back to the era of the McGregor era, which is like 2015, which is, it was really hyped up that Aldo was going to beat McGregor. And then unsurprisingly, McGregor, you know, beat Aldo. But that was back in 2015. Now, fast forward 2024, Aldo is still fighting. So I mean, I think it's kind of ironic, that Aldo's still fighting and McGregor's not. Uh, but overall, this should be a good fight. He's going against Mario Batista, so definitely should be a very interesting fight on that end as well. Um, we have so yeah, on this one, obviously Aldo has way more experience. Batista's about a little bit about five, about an inch, 2 inches more high, taller. So it kind of evens out. So this one should definitely. I'm gonna also be looking forward to seeing. Um, Last one, shout out to Kevin Holland, Houston training from Main Street, and Holland, obviously, Texas native. So yeah, that one. I don't know. I haven't. I know that this guy Roman. He's actually a very good fighter. He is from Georgia. There's a lot of tough people come out from that part of the world. Um, wow, yeah. So he's about 6'2", 205. Uh, yeah, he has a little bit more weight, than Kevin. So I know he has a little bit more. Maybe, I don't want to say a little bit more power, but I think it still evens out. That one should be very, very interesting. And then also, I've heard. I don't know where did I hear this from, but it was here and there. I've heard that uh Thompson is, we got Thompson, Buckley. Buckley's on the way up. This one should be interesting. Um, Buckley, I know is sometimes a hit and miss when it comes to his winning, but I've seen him get knocked out a few times. But hats off to him though. I mean, he's a true warrior. Not knocking him at all. I just know that he's definitely can bring it to Thompson. So I mean, on this one, I'm kind of going. I hate to say it, I kind of going with Buckley. Thompson, I think Thompson. That's like what I was getting at is that I've actually heard that Thompson was actually going to retire. So I don't know if this is going to be one of his last fights or what's going to happen. But this is obviously a welterweight, so this one should be interesting. Um, like I said, Thompson's cool. True kickboxer, karate. He's done it all. Uh, Interesting fighter. I don't know. I like I said, Thompson's another one where I think the highlights of him was, about 9 years ago. We can go all the way back to what was View Fight History. So yeah, so Thompson's actually been going since. Well, he beat Masvidal in 2017. Wow, I wouldn't mind watching that one again. And then Willie Thompson, McDonald, 2016. I'm going all the way 2014. That's what I was saying. See, I remember it was around the highlighter on 2015, 2014. I know that he even knocked out. Damn, he even won against. Damn, he even knocked out Whitaker. So yeah, he had his streak, but ever since then, his streak's kind of feathered here and there. But like I said, man, he's one of the goats. Definitely looking forward to seeing him fight. Definitely going to be looking at that one too as well. Um, what can I say? What can you say? So, going back and yeah, so that's pretty much what I wanted to go over, as in fighters I wanted to see. We have these other ones. Middleweight bout. It's gonna be pretty good. Looks like and yeah. So yeah, that's about it. So I mean, I could go into the other fighters, but I would want to kind of go over the main ones right there. Um, so yeah, everybody. Just glad that this is one I'm looking forward to see what's gonna happen. And then definitely go from there. Have something to talk about next week. Um, so that would be it for the fighting tonight. On as me reporting on the fighting. Let me go to hmm. All right. So what's been interesting and kind of interesting would be this. And all right. So do. This is a distraction. Do. Distraction. And here's the distraction. Yep, here we are, people. So this happened last year, about this month. And then on the flip side now, we have Puff and Eric Adams being being charged with bribery, and we have the other one being charged with human trafficking, racketeering, arson. And everybody knows the story, a few other things, but definitely, not something you really want to be proud about, or not something that's going from having the key of the city to now fast forward to being in jail in New York and being refused to pay a bail to actually be out. So, like I said, things have flipped, things are different. What are you going to do? And back to light on Eric Adams. So Eric Adams has been charged with bribery, and when it, so as far as I know, he's going with the indictment is wrong, and it's not correct as labeling what they are labeling as bribery. So I don't. I mean, I don't know what bribery is. If he's putting it that way. If I guess you know, going from getting free meals maybe at a diner to taking luxury flights and having luxury travel benefits up to 100 grand. Maybe took a little advantage. I don't know. I mean, 100 grand in benefits towards luxury travel. I would say that. Come on, bro. Maybe he lost touch with just what was going on, and where these. I guess where some of his funding was going, or maybe this dude just kind of just, you know, waved it off and said, "Yeah, just take care of it." When he got called to go to Europe, and he was taken care of. And so what brought it up recently was the fact that there was a permit, and I guess the city was giving some hassle to a building needing a permit. And so I don't know if this is exactly true. Like I said, it's just only what I've read. And then so what Adams did was make a phone call and said, "Hey, take care of this," and trying to kind of like putting it on the table. And boom, red flag. So I don't know how you go from, giving one minute you're giving a key to the city to a who is now charged with possible human trafficking and also racketeering and arson and etc. So kind of interesting, and like I said, this is all based on the distraction of me distracting everybody else with this. Really, we should be discussing about who our president's going to be, but instead I'm wasting my time doing this. So thought I'd just do it and waste my time. Why not? Because it is all pretty interesting on how and ironic how this has played out, and you know now um maybe it's just like the fact of both people in their time just ran out of maybe karma just came back to them. you know maybe karma did finally reach back, and this karma is what's flipping back on on their situations or what they're going through. Because like I said, everybody's human, everybody goes through things. So I mean, overall, if you're going to go through these things, I recently have been saying that whatever you put out in the universe will give back to you, which I put a lot in this situation, on both ends. So I mean, like I had said before, and I've already said it already, was bribery. You can go kind of. I mean, I feel once you're labeled as being bribed, you know, you're kind of lost at that point. Even if you're being accused of it, I kind of hate to say it's almost being accused of rape. And if you're being accused of that more than once, more than twice, more than it's like I don't know what to say. And his totally, Mr. Adams up to $100,000, in luxury travel benefits. I mean, I don't know. I think maybe he took a little advantage, and kept pushing with it. So if whatever you put out there in the world, definitely is going to return to you some way or another. And like I said, the other obvious thing with Puff Daddy was just what he had been doing for so long, and then finally out of nowhere they're going to bring it up as of now. During the election of 2024, when all these crazy things were going to happening, when Gaza, now we're as in the story now. When I'm going into, as in when I'm saying that this distraction is further distracting, because of everything going on, and and then that's what I'm saying. It's just like, um even on this day right now, this is what I believe the distraction is when it comes out to trying to distract us. And it's sad because there's so many things happening in this world right now, and then, they want to bring up charges and all these crazy indictments on people and stars. So I'm just kind of in a way trying to still look at the big picture. And this is my big picture. My big picture is all right. So let me block that out. All right, so you get the gist of it. Israel begins the Lebanon ground invasion with limited raids on Hezbollah. So they've actually hit the ground. This is the next level. Next level. Ground troops. Ground invasion. And they say limited raids on Hezbollah. So this is Reuters. I do know it's very early over there. So it's October 1st. Actually, I'm sorry, very late. So early on Tuesday, his military said troops have begun limited raids against Hezbollah targets in the border area. Uh, The military said a statement that it had begun limited, localized, and targeted ground raids based on precise intelligence against Hezbollah in southern Lebanon villages close to the border that posed an immediate threat to Israeli communities in northern Israel. So they have stated the reason. Now they're there. So Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gallant had told local council heads in northern Israel that the next phase of the war along Lebanon's southern border would begin soon and would support the aim of bringing home Israelis who have fled Hezbollah rockets during nearly a year of border warfare. Okay. So just wanted to bring that up. I think it's kind of crazy. It's October 1st, 2024. I don't know. I mean, I can't really put a say on this. I'm just reporting it, but me just even reporting it, is obviously just stating I don't think it's good on both ends. Um, I mean, it's already happening, and I know, like they said, based on the reason what he said right there. Um, targeted ground raids based on precise intelligence. Uh, so yeah, so they're using the reason as an immediate threat to Israeli communities in northern Israel, and not my say, and I mean, whoever lives there, I believe they have the say, and that say is, they're using that as defending their country. So, um, on that end, on that note, on to the next story. So I'll be following that one pretty. I'll be staying on top of that one. Next one is going to be. Uh, all right. Well, I kind of wanted to talk about what was going on in Mexico, and still in Mexico, a lot going on with the cartel, and I had that one right here. So let me. So yeah, so still Mexico is still going at it, and I need to speak better Spanish. So as far as I know, everybody knows where Sinaloa cartel or the state's at. So um I cannot I can't even say it. I can't even say it. So pretty much in that state, the Mexican army has seized weapons of local police forces that they distrust. So pretty much the government and the state has came in and overtaken the municipal police, and now they're doing away with. It's pretty much like a lockdown on the city. So, CUILCAN, Mexico. So it's the capital of the state of where all this is occurring. And so, like I said, the whole city's on lockdown. They've had to actually switch the schools to being online. So there's a lot of crazy things. Also, there's been stories of actually blockades with trucks. So truck drivers are driving and they're having to be exited and pushed off to the side of the street, and their trucks are being blown up, or if not that, put on fire to make blockades. So there's definitely a war going on. Not good. Um, Zambada claims he was kidnapped, and actually, the Mexico government is blaming us for the start of this. Uh, Pretty much this civil type of situation that's going on over there. So yeah, it's just kind of saddening that it's a lockdown for the city, lockdown for um, these people who are just trying to live their life in Mexico. So um, I wanted to show. And then I'm gonna go on to the last story, and then that will be it, everybody. I'm just glad I was able to get on here. I know I have been hopefully trying to get a guest. Hopefully, I am gonna be lining up. It's just my time has been real busy lately. I haven't been able to exactly do everything I've been wanting to do lately. Um, so thank you if y'all have if y'all you are tuning in. I appreciate it. Thank you for just chiming in. So um, here we are. So this is not my obviously, but this is just viewing of what's going on over there. So it's just crazy, and it's sad. So yeah, it's a few pictures of what I was talking about. So um a lot going on. I mean, I want to make jokes, but I can't really right now because there's so much going on. And I usually get kind of um you know not gonna lie, sometimes I can't even sleep sometimes because I just feel sometimes there's unrest in some places. And even though I'm like I'm proud of where I'm at, I'm proud that I live here. you know Obviously I'm not in a war zone, would be compared to other areas right now that where there's actually war going on. But overall, I can say, it still makes me unrest. The fact that, I know having served and being overseas, it does draw me back to want to be back overseas or want to be some part of what's going on. And, obviously that's not an option for me right now. Um, but overall, it definitely makes me feel kind of unease that this stuff is actually still going on. So um I guess I'll just go ahead and move on to the next story. So yes, everybody. Um I just hope everybody has in mind what has been going on, So on to the next. Uh, uh, uh. All right, all right, all right. And one last thing. Let's see. Let's see. All right. Another thing, like, if anybody hasn't noticed, I'm not doing live right now, so I had to go back to pre-recording because of something's been lacking. So I figured I would just be better off, so then I'm not kind of put on point with whatever issues. I am still recording this whole episode completely through, so still send drop a comment or say, you know, definitely if you want to just tell me hello or wave a I do watch the episode. I do. It's kind of weird. I do watch, and if I have it pre-programmed, I'll watch it over and see, if I made any mistakes, see other things I need to do better or whatever. But it is what it is. So actually, this video is not coming up either because obviously there's something going on. So yeah, I just wanted to get around to the port strike. So we have minus. It is 7:56. So 5-6 hours, maybe less than that, before midnight, when there might be a port strike, which is not good. And if this port strike does occur, it will cause a disruption, and this disruption will not be good. Um, so I just don't know if this is going to make things expensive. Is this going to what things are we not going to be able to get hold of when it comes to actual, parts and whatnot? So this is definitely going on from the Eastern Seaboard all the way down in here to Houston, Texas. So there is going to be a strike apparently there's talks going on as we speak, but I haven't seen any news yet about exactly. I mean, this has been updated for. All right. Yeah, see, it still looms. Yeah, see, I thought this article was from before, like maybe a few earlier this morning. U.S. East Coast port strike looms as union management trade wage offers. Um, ILA threatened strike would be first such strike by the union since 1977. And see, it's so ironic because 1977, I believe that's when Carter was running. So I mean, it's so weird. And then I've always compared Carter with Biden in a way, with just him having like such. Well, I'm not gonna go there, but anyways, it's just very ironic that this is happening. Um, with U.S. East and Gulf Coast port workers set to strike in less than 5 hours, a port operator alliance said on Monday it traded new wage offers with the union, raising the outside possibility of a settlement before a halt to container traffic from Maine to Texas. Woo! The labor contract between the International Longshoremen's Association, which is ILA, union representing 45,000 port workers, and the United States Maritime Alliance employer group expires late on Monday with negotiations at an impasse over pay. So we'll hopefully they settle this tonight. Um, no lie, I am praying that this pushes through. Somehow they get some deal taken care of. So hoping for that. All righty, everybody. But yeah, so I guess that'll be it, everybody. But thank you for showing up. Um, till next time. So yeah, everybody. So next time I should be having a guest, if not the time after. I'm still trying to get these guests on, but just with my time permitting, everything going on with myself, trying to get things and get right, I guess, in my life. I guess you want to say. Still trying to get things right in my life. Yeah. um. So yeah. So everybody, thank you for showing up. If you can, please like or dislike, make a comment, subscribe. Please subscribe. And if you can, please show up for the next episode and keep your ear out. I should be back this Friday. I should have episode this Friday. And then I'll follow up with the week. And every now and then, like I said, usually I pop up in the weekend and I do a weekend update. I might do that late night. So yeah, if you're down to jump on, please let me know because I'm down to bring on a guest. Um, I can actually set up around some time for that. So just message me on my Instagram and let me know what's up. All right, everybody. See y'all.